How do your one-on-one meetings go with your staff? Do you just say, "Hey, what's going on? Tell me what's new. How's this thing, the hot issue of the week that you're familiar with going?" Is that how they go? That's how a lot of one-on-one meetings go. I think a good way to do it, in my experience, is to have a format for your meetings. I've referenced this in one of my other videos, but I wanted to spend a little bit of time today just talking about a formula that I've used from a lot of advice that I've read about and been trained on over the years, and kind of come up with my own format that works, and hopefully this is helpful. So first off, yes, I think when you start a one-on-one meeting, you want to continue, you want to connect with your employee. You want to understand what's going on in their world. It could be business stuff, it could be personal life, whatever's kind of important to them. I think that's a good way to start off. What's going on? But if you have a format for your one-on-ones that you always follow and your employees know that you're going to follow, then you'll quickly get down to, the one-on-one that's a productive meeting. So one of the first questions I like to ask is, so what's going well? You don't always want to focus on the negative. There are always positive things going on, or hopefully there are. What are they? Let's talk about them. And follow that up with, who should I recognize? Who's doing a good job out there? Is a leader your praise or recognition to somebody else in the organization, whether it be your employee or someone else's employee, is really something that people value. They like to hear, who doesn't like to hear that they're doing a good job, or somebody notice that they're appreciated? So if you take those one-on-ones and take time to say, who is doing a good job and who could I recognize? That's a really great thing. And as a side note, that recognition, that could be an instant message, it could be a phone call, it could be stop somebody in the hall, it could be an email, whatever it is. Just the fact that you recognize somebody, that's meaningful, and it's a great thing to do, and it's nice to focus on some positive things. The next thing that I like to work on is, what are the things where you have some challenges, what's going on? And obviously those you can create some action items out of. You want to be aware of what's going on. You want to, you've hired smart, independent people, right? So let them take the lead. What help can you be as a leader? You want to clear barriers for them. You want to set them up so that they can be successful in doing whatever they need to do to keep their job moving forward. Don't forget to ask them how you are doing as their leader. The other thing that is you should always talk about are the goals. So every year, you typically have goals that you've set out, SMART goals, but to achieve the goals, there should be incremental things that you do or the employees do, and you've both agreed to, that will ultimately achieve that goal at the desired timeline, the by when. So you want to check in and make sure that you're talking about the goals along the way, so that by the end of the year or by the end of the quarter or whatever the goal end date is, that's not the first time you're talking about it. You want to talk about it continuously. And of course, if there are any challenges that you've noticed that the employee's having, the one-on-one is a great time to bring those up. The best time to bring them up is in the moment. So if you happen to be there in a meeting and, for instance, your employee says something that maybe could have been worded a little bit differently, maybe they didn't have good situational awareness to know about how they should frame something, maybe there's some keywords they should stay away from with a particular person. You want to coach and you want to mentor and you want to make your employee better. How are they coming across? So those are my thoughts around how you structure one-on-one meetings. Have that set of questions that you go to. Make a personal connection with the employee. Always look for who's doing a good job within the organization that you as a leader can go out and recognize. And keep focused on those goals. Let's achieve the results. Let's make you a better leader. And I hope this helps. Have a great rest of your day.